reached out about a month ago and sent me their new 27-inch 144Hz gaming monitor. This is the EX2780Q. Now, as always with all of my videos, I always approach them from a consumer, from a gamer perspective. So as somebody who would be going in and buying this monitor, is this thing worth its weight in gold? Currently, the price on their website is listed at $449, but when you go into Amazon and Best Buy, you're usually paying about $500 to $600. So anywhere in that range, I actually think $449 is a solid price for this monitor. Now, everybody has a different preference when it comes to monitor design and features that come with them. My preference is, you guys probably don't know, as this is my first time doing this, my preference is very thin bezels. And when you pull this monitor out of the box, the first thing you notice is this copper finished huge bar on the bottom of the monitor. Every other bezel around it, it looks pretty thin, but when you get to that bottom, it's definitely a chunky boy. And the reason for this is because it comes built in with a set of speakers. Now, for me personally, when I buy gaming monitors and when I game on PC, and that's the primary use, is gaming and video editing, I usually listen to all of my audio through a headset, through a mixer, and that's usually it. When it comes to speakers, I don't really have any connected to my system. For those people who want to have a speaker system connected and might not have the desk space for it, I could understand how this might appeal to you, but for me personally, this is just not something that I'd be looking for when I'm buying a monitor. Now, this monitor also comes with a remote that you can use to change inputs, as well as the volume, essentially like a little TV on your desk. However, there is a little knob at the bottom left corner of the monitor, just underneath it. You can kind of scroll. If you're right there, you don't need to use the remote. You can just kind of change the volume, and it works pretty well. Now, the speakers themselves, again, I don't really expect much quality when it comes to like built-in monitor speakers. These ones aren't bad. They're nothing to write home about. They do sound okay in most scenarios. I played games on this monitor as well as watched like stuff like Netflix or watched a movie, and it's okay. I don't know if I would have traded the thin bezel design for the in-house speakers, especially when we're talking, $500-600. It kind of just gets an from me. Now, this is a FreeSync monitor, and I do have to say, the color depth of this picture is incredible. I think the monitor itself, for what it does, is great. And a big part of that is because of the HDRI technology that BenQ is now putting into their monitors. What is HDRI? BenQ describes this as an intelligent adaptive technology that gives your monitor HDR superpowers, in which this AI basically reacts peak brightness and contrast adjustments that take place automatically. And the way it does this is there is a little sensor along the bottom of the monitor, which basically kind of reacts to changes in light. So if you happen to be sitting next to a window and as day turns to night, it's going to adjust automatically the picture to give you the absolute best quality. And all of that fancy talk out of the side, like, it looks good. I've used other monitors in the past. I have another monitor sitting right next to it. It's a little bit of a larger monitor, but again, I think the BenQ does actually have a better picture than the LG that is sitting in front of me. I use the LG because it's bigger, but this for a gaming monitor, I think would blow it out of the water. It has 2 HDMI ports, a display port, and a USB Type-C port as well. Now, I've seen this concern being brought up that that's not really a lot of ports, especially for the price that you're getting. For me personally, not a big deal. I use the display port. It would be nice to see another display port as well, just to give you more options, especially when we're talking about, $600-700 with all the taxes. That's a pretty expensive monitor, especially for a 27-inch. I've seen larger monitors, maybe not as many features with the speakers, but I've also seen them have adjustable stands, which is another problem that this monitor has, is the fact that the stand, even though it looks crisp, it looks clean, if you are one of those people who do use stands, you can't adjust the height of this one. You can adjust the tilt just a little bit, but there's really not a lot of customization there, and it just kind of feels like a missed opportunity. I myself am going to be getting an arm mount here soon for all of my monitors to just kind of clear up some of that desk space. Now, in terms of diving into the spec, I'm not going to go through all of the different specs. You guys can literally go to the link down below if you want to read about native contrast and viewing angle, the response time, 5 millisecond gray to gray, resolution 2560 by 1440. It has 10-bit color, dynamic contrast contrast ratio of 20 million to 1, PPI is 109. Again, you can go through all of those things. At the end of the day, this is definitely one of the better monitors that I have seen on the market, at least the ones that I have used, purchased, or tested out in different stores. The biggest problem with this monitor that I think a lot of people are going to agree on is its price. It has a great picture, but I think the price is being jacked up because it does have the built-in speakers, the multimedia functionality. But at the end of the day, for pure and raw gaming, I don't think that a lot of people are going to be buying into that multimedia experience. And I think if this monitor was maybe a couple $100 cheaper, I would like to see it hit that $400 mark, maybe even a little bit lower if you could get it on like a Cyber Monday or a Black Friday deal. It is a great picture monitor for gaming, but just breaking down the raw deal, a 27-inch monitor, even though it looks really good, and again, for me personally, it's one of the best pictures that I have seen in any of my monitors, I don't know if I would pay the $600 to pick this up if I saw it in a store, if I saw it on a shelf, or if I had to order it online. And that's just kind of where I'm at with it, guys. I don't believe in doing 12 to 15 minute reviews on tech. You guys want to know exactly how I feel and exactly what the cost is, what this thing offers that other things don't. And when it comes to tech reviews, I just want to give you guys my true and honest opinion. I took some time with this one. I think they wanted the video a little bit quicker than I did, but I wanted to really make sure that I spent a lot of time with it, tested it, and gave you guys my honest feedback. Personally, if this thing was $400, I would be over the moon. I would be super happy about it, and I would probably pick it up. Ever since I got into PC gaming a long time ago, I've always heard that BenQ monitors were the best gaming monitors on the market. So when they reached out and they were like, yo, we want to send you this, we want you to review it, be honest, and let your people know that this thing exists, I was definitely excited. That being said, this monitor is not my style, and because of the features that they have added that I don't see myself personally using, I don't think it's worth the extra dollars tacked on. My name is Big Fry. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys do want to check out this monitor, the link to the BenQ website is going to be down below. And a huge thank you to BenQ for sending me this monitor to do a review. This is the first time doing a tech review, and I'm glad it was with them. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.